And good afternoon, CCM, to the very first episode of a new show on campus, with Loungin with Lloyd. Excuse me. Me as your host, Lloyd Wilson. This is a brand new show where I hope to get students and faculty involved to come and share their opinions and experiences on topics me and my crew come up with. Today we have the pleasure of having players and captains from the men's basketball team here on the very first episode who finished the season with 23-5 and making it all the way to districts. I want to say congratulations, gentlemen, on a successful season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And to introduce the players, Jay Dawson, Zaire Woody, a.k.a. Buddha, is what they call him on the court, and Captain Joe Vicente. Now, for guys, go ahead and, kind of tell the people about yourself. Give us a little description of why you came to CCM, what pushed you to come here, and since you guys fell one game short of going to the tournament in Illinois, reflect on the season.
You want to go first?
Nah, it's all you.
You go first since you got it.
You want to go? Nobody. Somebody be the icebreaker.
GD. Man, I'm Jaden Dawson from Teaneck, New Jersey.
JD.
Yeah. And I basically came to CCM because, some situations that happened in the past, so I had to find a place where I could play ball and get to another school, but yeah, that's why I came here, pretty much.
Zaire?
My name is Zaire Woody, a.k.a. Buddha, the Big Zion from the Bronx, New York.
Cabin.
I came to CCM to further my education and potentially get a better scholarship to go play Division I basketball at the next level. Yeah, that's about it right now.
For those who don't know, these two are new incoming freshmen compared to Joe Vicente, who was here last year. But go ahead, Joe. I didn't mean that.
I'm Joe Vicente. I came to CCM, just really no thought about it. It was very close to where I live, or to my school. So I didn't really have a thought about playing basketball, but decided to try out, and it's definitely an experience where I do not regret.
Okay. Now, a question for you two. Now, when you first came here, what was it? A coach? Was it what probably got you noticed? Did a coach come to your game? Email?
I was at a showcase down in Neptune, New Jersey.
Okay.
And I met Coach King and Coach Corey out there when I was playing, and they gave me a scholarship, and I didn't commit until late August.
Really?
Did they tell you what caught their eye about you?
Yeah, they said I had a killer instinct. I'm a big body.
Big butt.
Big guard.
Yeah, big guard, and it was a piece that they saw that would fit their program perfect.
How about you, JD?
Well, Coach King, yeah, he introduced me. I was here actually playing in the open gym, and he knew about my situation, so he basically just was he'll give me a scholarship to come play and do what I got to do so I could get to the next place, and that's what happened. So yeah, definitely thankful for Coach King.
Coach King, definitely, sorry he couldn't make it here today. Definitely a very, you could say, powerful impact kind of coach. Now, Joe,
Facts.
you being on your second year, your last year, how influential was Coach King to you in your development here as a player at CCM?
Coach King, I felt really liked me from when I first started. He said I worked hard a lot. He liked my playing style. He let me do pretty much what I wanted to do.
He said he was a very smart player. He would be in the right moment, be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he's very influential, very, what's that word?
That word.
Yeah, he's a very powerful coach.
Very powerful.
He uses
Demanding.
strong words. Not young, but
Got the job done.
Yeah, he gets the
He
point there.
Definitely got the job done, but we all know about King.
He has his moments. Other assistant, head coach Anthony Aubry. Obviously this during practices and games probably wasn't always the most vocal guy. You guys probably hear, like you said, Coach Anwar King or even Corey. Talk about Coach Corey. How do you feel? What's your relationship with him?
Corey's the cool one,
Yeah, it's like a brother.
It's always
He's
that kind
the
of coach
cool-
that
he's
you
the cool coach
bond with more.
that you could pretty much
Go
talk to about anything. but yeah, he's cool.
He taught me a lot, like basketball-wise. He got my skill like a whole nother level. Got me doing stuff I never thought like I would do, cause it's a lot of nut stuff that goes on that I would never take. But like, you gotta take some shots like that in order to get where you want to be.
That's that dog instinct.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Joe? Anything?
Corey, at the beginning of the season for this year, came up to me and started talking to me about shooting more and different ways to get open. Him being a shooter was definitely a big help for me because I was able to be more confident and take more shots.
Okay. Now with head coach Anthony Overy, he, like you mentioned, Buddha, he likes to get you guys out of your comfort zone. He always talks about
Comfortable.
stop, don't stay too comfortable. What was probably the most uncomfortable situation you probably were pushed to in practice or in the game?
Playing defense.
Defense.
Definitely
Yeah,
defense.
definitely Joe. Definitely
that
Joe.
was
94
Definitely
feet?
Joe.
Nah, definitely the one-on-one drill.
Definitely.
3 dribbles, that was killing me.
Being around the team that we had, it's a lot of stuff like you can't be lacking at any time in practice because you might get caught and be somebody highlight, no matter
Yeah, right.
practice or game. And like you gotta step up and be like, all right, nobody's gonna stop me, or nobody's gonna score on me.
Defense was down the stretch was
Tough,
very-
Atrocious.
horrendous.
But early in the season, we're gonna talk good about. Early in the season, you guys went on a 12-game winning streak. Would
Yeah.
you say what was like the drive, or what was like the inspiration to like lock in on defense? I know Coach Ken says a lot, always lock in. So was he is that defense mentality one of the aspects he was talking about?
I think like at first like when I first came here, it was a lot of guys on the team that could like go. Like everybody was good. So I guess it was like everybody competing with each other, and so that's what made us like real like tough. Because when everybody got in the game, everybody was trying to really do their thing. So yeah.
Definitely the competition. For last year, there was 22 people trying out. Well,
So
there were 6 trying out, but 22 already trying to get on the team. So defense and everything, staying locked in, played a big part of it. You really had to go your hardest every day of practice, just to get your spot in the lineup.
I'm glad you guys mentioned the off-season workouts. Now, during the summer, Coach Anwar King is known for his rigorous
Yeah.
off-season training.
Yeah.
Now,
Last year
what
was
probably
so much worse.
was, like you said, last year was worse.
Last year
Nah,
was worse.
bro, there's no way.
This year you guys had to
Yeah.
tire. We
Yeah,
was
we
in,
running
in the
in the
running
field.
We
in
did the same
running
thing
in
last
mud.
year.
We
ran
did
in
the
mud,
steps.
flipping
We did the
tires.
We did the tire going up the hill.
Were you running with us?
Yes, I was running with
Bro.
when we was in the steps by Henderson.
No, I'm talking about on the soccer field.
That was
Oh, wait,
We
nah.
was running
yeah,
on the
that's
soccer
when
field
that's
for
when he was talking about it was
hours.
like
but
30 people.
We did the same thing.
For an
but, like,
hour, doing the same thing.
Oh yeah, we ran.
Everybody
Everybody
had
had
to
to
put the
do
tire.
The same thing,
with
yeah.
the tire up and down.
Half
no.
field, half
It was a lot worse last year because there was
In
a
the
lot more
pool,
people.
the pool's
Yeah, I
terrible.
The
never
pool
too.
workout.
I
The
never
pool
Oh,
workout. The
cold.
pool is like 10 degrees.
Cold.
If you come here and you play on the basketball team, do not go to the pool workout.
So cold.
Is that so? That's for all incoming freshmen that come.
Nah, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me.
Now, quick question, Joe. You be the captain. Like, what was probably your message with the new incoming freshmen? Like, what did you have a message in the beginning of the season for them?
I wouldn't
Or
say
what would you
message,
be the
but,
message? I would
like,
say.
definitely trying to get the freshmen to get locked in, focused. Really take me serious as a captain. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh man, you just caught me off guard. Now,
Gotcha.
really, with when you say lock in, all coaches stress academic excellence. Now, being a college athlete, we all know is not the easiest thing. How did you actually balance both lifestyles? Because
Honestly.
being a basketball player, you gotta get what time do you guys even get home? Like
10. We was
10,
getting
10:30.
we was
10:30.
10:30.
depending on where you live too.
Ten.
Yeah.
Practices, late games, all the time.
No dorms, can't
Essay.
commute.
5
Exactly.
essays due. You know.
At 12 o'clock, you got study hall.
That
weight
black
room.
board, 11:59.
Study hall. Preseason was crazy. We had study hall from what was it?
For an hour.
2 to 4. No, it was
4 to 5.
4 to 5, and then weight room,
6:30.
5 to 6.
and then we finally play at like 8:30.
By that time,
Not
we're
even
already
play, we
sore.
run.
Yeah, we run.
Sore
That's
running.
another thing. We're a track
Crazy.
team.
Yeah,
We're
we
a
are.
whole
Oh yeah,
track
mid-year
team.
track team.
We're a
Definitely
track
helped.
Without
team.
doubt.
We're
Without
a
doubt.
track
Definitely
team.
helped.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
def-
what helped
We're a
us.
track team.
Kept us going.
I could definitely say like in the beginning half of the year, you guys definitely were the most in shape team, and that definitely helped you guys going into the playoffs and going through the stretch.
Facts.
Now I'm glad you mentioned the man. Just skip my mind again. My mind is just all over the place. You mentioned the study hall. Now with study hall, like what kind of would you guys like commute? Like say like, hey, do you need help with this? Like what classes somebody's good at? Do you guys like help each other out, or you
I
guys just
live.
steady yourself?
I live with the smartest dude in the world. So
Really?
if I got a question, I'm gonna just go to him, ask him, and that's pretty much it.
Study hall was a good hour. Everybody got their work in. Everyone was. If you needed help, everyone kind of pitched in.
That's what we did.
Our main focus is to get everyone to come back next year. We'll come back from the semester, and getting grades really the first start.
Okay. I mean, look, you must be popular with the ladies, my man. Like you got your phone ringing no matter what.
Chill.
Listen, could be a call from another college. Now, for guys, if you guys coming back next year, you know, obviously, coming one game short from going to Chicago, do you guys feel like you have unfinished business?
Yeah, for a fact. I mean, next year we coming back with a sense of urgency. We're gonna take everything in front of us. We're not letting up no more.
Yeah, definitely.
Grade-wise, academic-wise, everything.
Definitely that last game was a heartbreaker. We all feel like we should have won that game, but it was certain things during the game that we didn't do to get to the next place. But it's all learning.
Little things.
Yeah, it's
Little
all-
pieces.
Little things
Oh,
will come
learn
back.
from it.
But
Now, I would say one of the toughest parts are like during school year, like when you guys go to away games, especially when it comes to playoffs, something like that. You guys have to travel. I don't know how many hours just to play one game, then probably come back and do the same thing all over again. Uh, Tell me why do you think you probably didn't get the same treatment as you would at other schools in terms of getting coach buses instead of riding in the same cramped up small van? Do you feel like that's like a budget issue, respect issue? Because so far you guys back to back have had winning seasons going to the playoffs, and back to back, you know, championships, bringing back the trophy back home. So
I feel like we don't get, well, since it's my first year, I could tell like we don't really get as much recognition as
other
any,
schools.
yeah, come like talking about how we got to ride in cramped vans for 4 or 5 hours with
Yeah.
13
We
people,
definitely
they
have to
all
prove.
6'4", 6'2".
Especially with one van, that was tough. Two vans, you can maybe deal with it. But yeah.
I want to say thank you guys for coming on the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break, and on the next segment, we're going to have another captain by the name of DeAndre Dent, who was the player of the year for your CCM Titans.
Yeah, he's tough.
And we'll be right back after
Locked
these
in.
messages. All right, and we're back here on Loungin with Lloyd. I still have the same guests here, Jay Dawson, Zaire Woody, but the new captain, DeAndre Dent. Welcome, DeAndre.
How you doing? Thanks for having me, Lloyd.
No problem, no problem.
Chocolate.
Now, you being a roommate of this gentleman right here, I want to know, take me back. What's the history between you two? What made you guys, because people don't know, you guys are roommates. What made you guys converse, you know, be able to live in the same place?
To be honest, I saw like he came from a good background. Like his father, I mean, installed discipline in him. So that was something I definitely want to be around because last year it didn't go too well for me in terms of, I mean, people having respect for each other and things of that nature.
Definitely need it. And definitely carry yourself with respect as well,
Thank
as
you.
you did throughout the entire season. And that's why you're a captain. Now, you being a captain, what was your biggest challenge this year of having that kind of new role of being on the team?
The biggest challenge was like determining when to be serious and when to play around. Because you can't be serious all the time. You can't play around all the time. When we walk in the gym, cross that threshold, it's time for business. But after that, we can laugh and joke. Locker room, we can laugh and joke. Things like that.
Yes, sir. Like,
Facto.
gotta lock in, as we said.
Yes,
Zero
sir.
dark 30.
That's the slogan.
Facto.
Now, you two being roommates, how much of a factor did that play when you guys were on the court together?
It's crazy because like at first, like we weren't even really like that close, like, but like just living together, we really built like a brothership, like brother type bond. And so when we on the court, like we really just click, like, and it's just crazy, like we just get along with each other, and feel me, it's like my brother now.
Okay. Now he mentioned you off camera. You know, you came on. He said you were the smartest guy. If he's got any questions, he can just come to you.
Uh, he's accurate. I try to help him out as much as possible.
Now, from the squad from last year, DeAndre, who influenced you really to, or like what things did you take away from them being in this new role that that you have to show the young ones coming in, straight from high school?
There were 3 direct guys that influenced me, made me the leader I am today. I took something from each of them. There was 2 vocal. It was Ishmael Raymond and Renell Bell.
Yes.
And Lamont Williams. He wasn't really vocal, but he was like led by example. So
Through
I
his
took some.
play, yes.
Yeah. So I took something from those 3, and then tried to make it my own.
Now, this is a question for all you, and even you guys coming in from high school. Where do you guys feel like you improved most within your game? And, talk about what coach actually, helped you get to that level.
Being vocal, being able to talk it out, not like when I went to prep school, it wasn't really like I didn't really have a team. It was just me. But coming here, I really had a team. I had people I could depend on, people that could depend on me. It was mutual. Everybody wanted the same type of goal. And person that really helped me out with that was all of the coaches. Really, they got me into where I am. Talking with this man, Abe, it was really a brotherhood this year. Can't wait to make more memories next year.
Facts. But this season, like where I came from, like my high school, I wasn't really able to like play my game how I really wanted to. So coming here, the coach really let me like be free, not like really freelance, but like be able to play my game how I really want to and like show my talent. And so yeah, I'm definitely thankful for them. And it was all of the coaches. I can't really say it was just one coach that influenced me. It was all of them.
DeAndre?
The good thing about this coaching staff was they all brought something different to the table. So collectively, I'd say that the thing I learned the most overall was when to go and when not to go, as well as like time and score, situational things.
Very important coming into when it comes to close games.
Definitely, I definitely feel like it matured me. I feel like I had way more experience under my belt at this level.
Now, I'm glad he mentioned the way how he plays his game. Now, everybody on the basketball team has their roles. Go through and tell me like what you believe your role is and was on throughout the season. I mean, don't be shy. I mean, if you was the scorer, you was the man. If you're not the man,
I'm not
then
gonna lie.
you the distributor. It's all right.
We had a team, like everybody in the starting five was averaging like 15.
It's a solid game.
Like my role personally, I don't know, like we all pretty much had the same role. Like we was all really scorers. Everybody got involved in different ways though, but me this season I pretty much was like a shooter,
One of the best 3-point shooting people on the team. I know you ranked at least.
I'm right behind the GOAT DeAndre.
I think you ahead of me.
Nah, not percentage wise. He took you took more shots and made more shots than me though.
I was sitting at 12%.
Oh,
he had a little rough patch, a little rough.
But I was still getting buckets. I was the hype man for the group. I was always
definitely always in the circle.
I was always in the circle. I was yelling, getting everybody pumped, making sure people was locked in. I had first half of the season I was really killing. Like I was really working stuff. He was playing defense. Second half, I kind of got complacent myself and fell a little bit short. But all in all, I'm a bucket.
He said anybody can go. So
Everybody
that means
can
anybody
go.
can just go for
Everybody
20, 15.
And it happened. Like everybody had their night.
That's a fact. That's what made us hard to beat. On any given night, it was somebody's opportunity to go out and drop 20, and then everybody else was just circling around that. And the thing is, like, if somebody got the high hand, keep feeding them.
Keep feeding. And
And
it wasn't.
it started with practice. Because
Definitely.
there's a lot of practices where we went at it with each other, getting each other better, and then transpire from practice right to the game.
Scrimmages were definitely intense.
And it wasn't like it was jealousy. We was all happy for each other, and everybody was just doing what they had to do.
And not many people know this, but you guys have, I would say, preferably young coaches. So some places don't have coaches where they can actually run what you got. Your
Yeah.
coaches actually run what you got.
Yeah, we was killing them.
And they can't
almost every
really
day.
run with us.
They
but,
can't
like,
really run with you.
Nobody, they did not keep up.
They can't keep
So,
up. but
oh,
they
you
play.
You either, because you was a part of that team.
Yeah,
I
we was
mean,
frying, yo. We was
Oh,
frying.
It was that one day I was. It was that one day.
Nah, I don't remember.
I had to
that
get
day.
kicked out. Remember? King Cole. He was like, "It's like I'm a bucket," and he kicked me out. He's like, "You gotta go. Yeah, take that bucket to the sideline." So, now you said you guys just piggybacking on like anybody can go. DeAndre, talk about how influential another newcomer, Joshua Morris, has been. Like how he's, he was killing in the beginning and throughout the season, having that big man dominance inside the paint. Talk about like how he was such an influential part to the team.
For me, this was my first year playing with the big. Like my high school, we really didn't really have like a guy of Josh's size. He's a big boy, but he could also move. So he definitely stretched the floor for us. Like people look at his size, like if he step out on the 3-point line, he can still knock it down. But nobody's really gonna step up on him. So it opened up things for us, definitely.
He's fat though.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Big boy, big baby
He
Davis,
is big.
or AKA Big Greasy.
You would
Big
not
Belly.
you would not
Grease.
expect
Shout
it,
out my
but I
boy
got
Big
it.
Grease.
Chicken.
So you guys coming in with like I said, with a young coaching staff. Do you feel like their offense is, in a way where it can get you guys open looks and good looks? Because I guess you could say older coaches play more slow down, running system kind of basketball, but the coaches stressed you guys running in transition, getting easy buckets.
I think that this whole starting five, averaging 15, anybody being able to go out there and get their buckets on any given night, it exemplifies that the system actually works. Like it put us in a position. Coach King always says that in this offense, in this system, like when you touch the ball, you're an option. Not everybody is used to that. So
Is piggybacking off of what I said, like it was besides him like running in transition, what was the message every time you guys would go out to a game? Even in the playoff games, like when everything's more intense.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Have fun. Play together.
hard. Play together. Yeah.
and most
Don't leave
importantly,
nothing out there.
control what you can control. At the end of the day, Coach Aubrey said we write our own story.
Definitely that.
Definitely. Now this is where we can kind of have fun with it. What was you can even include me, but stay in the borderline. What's the craziest, outrageous moment or thing that happened throughout the season?
The craziest moment came in practice when Zaire dropped Ryan.
Oh my
yeah.
God!
Yeah, practice is over.
God.
Practice is over.
No, he made practice stop.
We ended on that.
Fumbled.
We ended on that.
And Ryan, he kind of slow with it, so he just said,
He made sure he didn't fall. No matter what happened, he made sure he
we
didn't
made him
fall.
pause.
Pop, pop, pop.
No, he tried to
Boom.
catch himself.
Excuse me. And then I laid Khalil.
And Khalil's a hack.
Biggest
Oh my
hack in the
God.
world.
Oh my God. Yeah, hack too.
Man, I just use my arms as defense.
Heck,
That's definition of a hack.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
what's your craziest moment? Unless that's along with him.
Yeah, overall that was the craziest moment. I can't really think of anything else.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. That Mercer game was kind of crazy.
Oh, the buzzer beater.
I don't
That
want
Mercer
to.
game.
He said have fun with it. That's gonna
Yo,
put me in a
yes.
cell.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but like it craziest moments, that game was kind of crazy. Even though we should have smoked them.
But the crowd was jumping.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Speaking about
Shout out to the baseball team for coming through against the game at Harkham and showing us love. We
Word.
appreciate
Oh
that.
yeah, me and JD right here had 2 back-to-back bang outs on people. He dunked on a 7-footer, and then I dunked on somebody regularly.
we got don't worry, we got the video. We got the video. We got the video.
Add that in there.
Talking about the crowd, tell us like how did that uplift your game when you saw your family and friends, everybody in the crowd at home? Like, tell me how, like, and even your parents, how influential have they been throughout your basketball career?
It's been our family that really showed us the most
Yeah.
support. Nobody from the school really pops out unless it's like it's
Like,
not a lot of people.
Even senior night, it
Yeah.
wasn't even like.
It was basically family, friends, outside of the school. But the baseball team showed love a couple of games. That's about it.
You know, as a
We need
school,
more
we gotta,
supporters next year.
Next year,
We
Definitely
definitely
turning
need more
it
support.
up. Everything is gonna be put on a different type of level.
Definitely need more
A
support.
different type of level.
With the crowd, it was like last year we didn't really have that many people, so this year it was more, and hopefully next year it's more. Cause right now we're in the process of changing the culture around here.
definitely.
So
This
Coming
year we
off
had
of
a lot of swag.
this year,
A lot of swag and
a lot
drip
of
on the
swag.
team.
Now there was talk about, you know, since y'all won the championship, it was either jerseys or rings. I don't know the conversation, but I need to know, like, is it a ring? Is it jerseys? And like for my man here, he leaving. At least get a ring. Like for y'all, I say Jack hooks us up with both.
I throw a
sh-
t-shirt.
shout out to Jack. He
Jack
definitely-
Sullivan, athletic
Jack
director.
Sullivan, athletic
Shout
director.
out to T-Tom, Taylor, the trainer.
Taylor Fox.
Taylor
They
Fox.
rolled out with us when we went to Lackawanna and up in Buffalo, New York. But in terms of the rings, there was a situation that happened at another school which prevents us from getting them.
Really?
Yeah, so I hope that they at least get new jerseys. Because those Russell jerseys, the practice jerseys ripping up on us.
It's been a bad couple of years. You know what I mean? Like those are all due to hard practices. You know what I mean? Everybody getting at it.
Nah, it was, bro. It was the washing machine.
washing
'Cause
machine.
It was
Nah,
one.
I heard that
Have
too.
my
It would be
practice
ripping
was
it up.
nice.
Brand new jerseys.
Put it in there. Comes back, rip a whole hole in my jersey.
Look like I got hit with a shotgun.
Word.
If you guys were to have New Jersey, what brand would you use? Or
Nike.
have?
Nike, just do it,
Big
boys.
Nike boys.
Give me the ball, Nike. Shout out to my mans, know what I'm saying? This is what the boys want. And if Jack Sullivan can hook us up, they wouldn't mind. Now, I want to say thank you, Jay Dawson, Zaire Woody, and DeAndre Dent, as well as Joe Vicente, who was on the first segment. I want to say thank you for coming on the very first episode of Loungin with Lloyd.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all. Many more episodes to come.
It's only one.
Thank you
first
for all the
episode.
viewers and witnessing this very historical moment. And thank you guys for being a part of it. I really am grateful. And, you know, more to come. And hopefully to have you guys back on. You know what I mean?
Definitely looking forward
We'll
to
have
that.
more discussions, more debates, as well as new experiences, new things to talk about. I'm your host, Lloyd Wilson. We'll see you next week.